Okay, so we have interviewed Monea, we have interviewed Adam O, we have interviewed Swanks. So now we are interviewing the man behind it all, Mr. Kevy Kev.
How are you?
I'm good and you.
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
So, this was a big event. This was amazing. It was a successful event. How do you feel about that?
You know, you pretty much described it. From an organic perspective, watching this from the very start, when you think about putting on a wine and dip unplugged, we had to start with the song. And watching Adam and Swanks, aka Marvelous, come together and create such a wonderful piece of music that resonates with so many of us throughout the Caribbean, and lo and behold, being from the Virgin Islands made it such a special piece for us to be able to hold and grasp onto something. And I felt very honored and lucky to be a part of the entire thing.
Okay, so we understand that you tackle a lot of things. You wear a lot of hats. You're a manager, you're a producer, you do a lot of things. Tell us a little about that.
Well, from this perspective, when you think about Wine and Dip, I handle the business careers of Adam O, Monea and Swanks as a producer. So them being able to go out there and create, which they do very well, they put all the weight on my shoulders to handle their business and make sure everything is set behind the scenes. And it's a real fun experience. At times it can be a character building one, but all in all, what I love mostly about them, they're very self-disciplined, they're very humble, and they're go-getters. They know what they want. So being able to tweak and point them in the right direction, and they are very much, I wouldn't call it stubborn, but they pretty much, like I said, know exactly what they want, and it's very difficult to be able to sway them this way or that way without some form of being able to prove that, hey, this is the direction to go. And which makes it a wonderful situation where we can have these debates and go back and forth. And all in all, being able to have two different methods of achieving the goal, it allows us to have more avenues of, being able to get to that finish line.
So you were a DJ, you're a manager.
Yes.
How was that?
I started out in 1983 as a DJ. I started in St. Kitts and moved my way to St. Thomas. My mom is from St. Kitts, dad is in St. Thomas. And went to UVI, which is where my music career in the Virgin Islands, I would say, kicked off, DJing all the college parties there. Started out with Ava in St. Thomas, big up Ava. And I played in Club Z back then, before the hurricane took it away, and also at the Old Mill. And my music career ended up going to the United States. I joined the Air Force. After the military, I opened up a nightclub, and that was where I was able to, experience the music business side, which I fell in love with. And I eventually, long story short, wanted to, create my own entity. I was already doing things as far as Kevy Kev is concerned, and I always wanted to give back to my, to my roots. And hooking up with Adam, Monea, and Swanks, and this new generation, it was a blessing to be able to reinvent myself, not from the front line, but now from the back end, and offer that support that gives them the ability to do what they do.
So do you currently live on St. Croix, or?
I'm practically always here in the VI, but I live in the States. I live in Florida. Yeah.
So, this question has been floating through my mind, like, what did it take to get to this day? Because I know this event didn't just, happen overnight.
Oh, we definitely have to think about it from a business perspective. All events take money. And we were fortunate enough to partner with some very important and good quality sponsors who saw our vision, VI Lottery being the main one. We were able to actually sign a deal with VI Lottery. Adam is the brand ambassador for the VI Lottery. So this was something whereby not only were we exposing his talent in this regard, but we thought about giving back to a worthy cause, i.e. the Boys and Girls Club. So the song was what it was. We Adam and Swanks came together, created the song, and we then decided to, what can we do with this? We obviously have to make a music video, and for making the music video, how do we present it? Let's do something different. And with the talent of Monea, Swanks, and all of the people that they have already spoken about, like I said, I handle behind the scenes. I obviously hosting as well, but being able to watch all this come together and make sure all the pieces were in place, we definitely are very humbled to have the response that we got, and absolutely grateful for every one of the corporate sponsors who allowed us to be able to partner with them to fund this event.
So do you manage any other artists in the VI?
Well, I do business with obviously Adamo, Monea, Swanks, Cool Breeze, which is out of Atlanta. Cool Breeze actually is one of the major bands in the industry who live outside of the VI and have been able to come in. We did a song a few years back with the lead singer, in addition to Adamo Maestro, with DACA.
Yeah, we love this song. We love that song.
And so in addition to them, I also do business with Shaw HP, and we've got quite a lot of things going on. So we've been we've got a few things happening in St. Martin, in Anguilla, and plenty of events in the United States, where our goal essentially is to be able to take our culture and highlight it in a unique way, to be able to expose it to not just the VI, but as a true ambassador, we want to be able to expose it to people that are not from the VI, so we could show them this is who we are and entice them to come home and be able to get a taste of what we're giving them.
So what's next? What's next for you? What's next for your artists?
We're actually going to be in Tampa this Saturday, February 2nd, and on February 9th, we're going to be in Atlanta. And got quite a few things coming up. We want to get back to the drawing board and figure out how to do more things like this. We've got, of course, Memorial Weekend is Atlanta Carnival, which we play a big role in there, in that particular arena, and also Orlando Carnival. And right now we're actually curating some deals across the aisle with the folks in Trinidad. Due to the popularity of Big Jam for Uber Soca Cruise, we've been getting a lot of influx of people willing and wanting to work with us. And we're looking to do some things that we're going to be releasing coming up very soon, which will in turn get some exposure on the cruise, and also looking forward to possibly doing some things in Trinidad. Again, our goal is to be able to take what we have in the Virgin Islands and be a catalyst, be a vessel. So as one or two of us make it, we want to be able to expose and shine a spotlight on the territory so they could see all of what we have. And we're just trying to be able to find our way and be able to create that avenue.
So we're not trying to keep you long, because we know you had a very long show. It has been a very long evening. So in closing, who would you like to shout out? Who would you like to give thanks to?
Well, first of all, you guys, thank you very much for having us. We often perform and go home. To be able to have you guys, stop and let us be able to, talk about what we've done in the most humble way, of course. We definitely have to thank the sponsors, VI Lottery, IB Designs, MLB Creative, the staff that we had, the young lady Netta, that she was the event manager here, and of course Touche Restaurant. The people behind the scenes is who I, rub elbows with. Let them do what they do, which they're very good at, And in order to be able to have them do what they do, we have to show the support.
That's true.
So I want to thank all the people who helped support this and put this in a position for us to be able to shine a positive light on the Virgin Islands in general.
Okay. Well, we would like to thank Remain Photography for covering this interview. I would like to thank Sanctuary Entertainment today, which is me. So like us, check us out on Facebook and like our page. We also have an entertainment blog. So check that out. The link is right on our Facebook page. And we would just like to thank Kevy Kev, Adam O, Swanks, everyone that came today, everyone that supported. Keep on supporting these artists because they do this for us. And this for this and they do it for us. So thank you again, and we'll have more in store for you.